So purpose is I see that it is purely my decision, then why should I blame others for my unhappiness? But if I am not able to see it, and if I assume that my unhappiness because of others, then I will not do anything for myself. We will make program for others. So we will make program for wife, for children, for HOD, director, but we will not get time to make program for ourselves. So if I am not able to see that my happiness and happiness is my decision, then I will feel need to change my family members, to society, to HOD, director. We will feel need to change everyone. But if we are able to see that my happiness and happiness is because of my decision, then we will feel need to change ourselves, to work for the transformation in the self. So in that sense, step 4 is important. So don't convince yourself that only you are responsible for happiness and happiness. Investigate it, evaluate it. So we can practice it in various situations. For example, you are standing at the door, knocking the door, but no one is responding. Or door is opened by someone after 5 minutes. Now during this 5 minutes, do I have choice to be happy? So during this 5 minutes, whatever feelings, thoughts have arisen in me, it is because of the other person is not opening the gate, or it is because of I have taken decision to have feeling of opposition, to have thoughts of opposition. So that we need to check. So in little situations, nice, in small situations, we can check this step 4. Suppose you have asked your child, go and study, and he has not gone. He is giving excuses. Now we can check our state. What is our state of being? Comfortable or uncomfortable? And then we can also see if I am uncomfortable, it is because of my child is not studying, or because I have taken decision to have feeling of opposition for the child. We can practice step 4 many times in a day. So step 4 is very important. But we are doing step 4 along with step 1, 2, and 3. So jump directly into step 4 is not recommended. So starting from step 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in this step 4, we will be able to see, am I free to have feelings that I want, or am I bound with outside circumstances? So in that sense, step 4 is important. Suppose you are sitting at your home and constructions works is going on outside. Now you are feeling disturbed. So it is because of the construction work we are feeling disturbed, or it is because of my decision I have taken to oppose the outside circumstances. So that we need to explore, right? You have given some work to your colleague, but he could not do it timely. Now HOD is asking you why it has not been completed. Now you are in a position because of that colleague. So it is because of that colleague, or it is because of my decision that I have taken to oppose that colleague. So many times in a day, we can be aware of step 4 along with step 1, 2, 3, right? So we need to be aware all the time. And step 4 is important because from step 4, we will be able to see the need to work on ourselves, right? So let's take another small example. You are going to sleep and a mosquito is roaming around you, sitting on your body, and you are disturbed because it is coming again and again. So you are disturbed because of mosquito, or you are disturbed because of the feeling you have for the mosquito, and this feeling has emerged because of your decision or because of that mosquito. So many times in a day we can see step 4. So we have enough circumstances to observe ourselves through step 1, 2, 3, 4. We have enough opportunity to see this step 4 along with 1, 2, 3. So this is what we discussed so far, step 1 to 4. So let's take few reflection on the assignment. So we have ईशा शर्मा जी with us. नमस्ते
नमस्ते भैया
जी.
भैया I have understood something and I want you to clarify me over this thing. Like I agree that we are deciding that at that particular moment which feeling I need to carry, but I am having all kinds of feelings in within me, and as my friend has not behaved nicely with me, that's why I chose that feeling to carry at that particular moment, like feeling of opposition. So, is it or something else?
जी दीदी. Just a minute.
Okay.
जी जी जी. So he has behaved abruptly, and you have a feeling of opposition.
Yes.
So it is because of his behavior, or because of I have taken decision. So I had two choices. है ना? I may have a feeling of relationship for him at that moment also, or I may have feeling of opposition also. So we have both choice every moment, but we have taken choice to have feeling of opposition. So is it because of our decision, or is it because of I am bound with the behavior of other? My happiness and happiness is bound with the behavior of other, or my happiness or happiness is bound with my decision, है ना? That we need to explore.
So, do we have all kinds of feelings within us?
Yes, you have, है ना, all kind of feeling, but which feeling I will have at this moment? Do I have this choice or not? So
Like
feeling of
feelings are not
opposition is
driven by
there.
others.
Ji.
Feelings are not driven by others.
So it is driven by your decision.
Okay, okay. Understood.
So we need to, है ना, investigate it. Keep it open. Don't accept it,
Hmm.
but verify it when other is misbehaving.
Hmm.
So we have only one option to oppose, or we have other options also, na? To
Yes.
show compassion, to show kindness, to compliment that person. So we have these choices at that moment, or we have only one choice to oppose other. Choices
Hmm.
are to be explored. For example, your mother is behavior is not good, so you always oppose her, or sometimes you start with feeling of relationship. What has happened? Why you are you so disturbed? So there are mixed feeling for mother, or there is always feeling of opposition for mother.
No. Maximum time feeling of relationship is there.
So if we are able to see relationship, then we will have a feeling of relationship,
Yes, yes.
and then we will choose feeling of relationship. We have option. We can take feeling of position also, relationship also,
Hmm.
but it is my choice. So it is my choice, my decision, that we need to explore,
Hmm. Understood.
right, Didi?
Because ultimately we need to be in the comfortable situation.
So that is your choice. If you want to be uncomfortable, you can be in a state of uncomfortability.
Yes.
है ना? So that's why that is what we are exploring. We have choice. We are not bound.
Hmm.
है ना? So for example, you are going, a cat comes and cross your way.
Hmm.
You can be uncomfortable with this
Yeah.
situation, and you can be comfortable also. Both choice you have.
Yes, yes.
है ना?
Hmm.
A kid comes, take your mobile and throw on the floor. Now both choice you have. You can handle this situation with comfortability or with a
Hmm.
position.
Yes, sir.
So if we are able to see the choice, then we will be able to see that this choice is because of my decision.
Mm-hmm.
So
We feel,
at the level of self, we are free. We can choose a position, we can choose relation.
hmm.
Right, Didi?
Understood. Yeah. Thank you.
जी जी जी. So we have Gimbali भैया with us. नमस्ते भैया.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Am I audible,
जी
Bhaiya?
जी जी
Namaste.
जी.
Namaste to all. Bhaiya, this fourth step is concerned whether I am taking decision or action. Yes, it sometimes in very painful situations. That means by losing very close people and the feelings, painful feelings. So many occasions I'm able to understood that decision is my own decision I could be able to take. But this type of situations, even though uh, I am, first of all, I am unable to forget. Sometimes, if I forget also, sometimes it's coming automatically in my mind. And the little bit painful feelings also. But it may not stand long time, but it is always be there. So that is happening in the so,
जी भैया. So sometimes it is painful. It means in some situation I am not able to work out the choices.
well, actually, the
In some
situation happened.
situation,
I have lost my my parent. So just so
where your voice
uh,
is breaking.
now, where
Ah, okay, okay.
I have lost my mother. Of course, it was that. But sometimes if I engage in some work, then I could be able to forget. If I am becoming very much free from all the activity, then suddenly my thoughts are running, feelings of little bit painful. I have this coming right. So what sort of understanding I need to have so that, of course, I'm thinking that happening past is happened, but we cannot do anything and all those. But the days I spent and some reflections are coming in my mind.
Ji. So what kind of understanding is required? Understanding is required that in any situation, it is my decision to be in a state of harmony or disharmony, or am I bound with outside? That understanding is required. That clarity is required. And in some situations, we are not able to see this choice. It means my whole focus is shifted to the feeling of opposition. So I am so much focused on the feeling of opposition that I am not able to see other choices. So it means, in other words, I am I have landed into my imagination, and where I have landed on the feeling of opposition. And because there is a feeling of opposition, now I am flowing with this. So that's why I am not able to see other choices. What kind of understanding is required? Where I will land. So it is my choice. I can land into my imagination, and or I can see feeling of opposition. without getting affected from it. See what happens, and let's understand step by step with just with an example. For example, you are sitting in a room, and one person comes, he does something, and it is not, you are not aware of yourself. Some feeling has emerged in you, but you are not aware. Now this feeling does something again. This person does something again. Now the feeling that emerged few seconds ago, it in its intensity increases with the behavior of that person, but we are not aware of it. And when its intensity is increased to that level that now I am not able to see more nonsense, then we suddenly trapped into this feeling that is that has emerged gradually. So when it was emerging, that moment I was not aware. The moment the feeling was emerged first time, when its intensity was very low, I was not aware. If that moment I was aware, then I could see myself whether this feeling is naturally acceptable to me or not. Am I comfortable or uncomfortable? This feeling is because of my decision or others' behavior. So at that moment, we could execute these steps. Now its feelings intensity is very high because its intensity of this feeling is very high. Now it is difficult for me to check all these steps. Even we are not aware that we have all these choices. So what we need to do, we need to be aware all the time whenever there is a feeling that emerges. We need to check with all these steps. If we are not doing this, then anytime high intensity feeling, and then it becomes difficult with high intensity feeling. So there is a feeling of opposition, its intensity is very high. Now it will be difficult to check all these steps because you are with that feeling. Now is it difficult to see ourselves other than the feeling? I will assume myself that I am this feeling. So once you are a position, your state is in a position, then it will be difficult to detach from the circumstances, to detach yourself from the feeling. So that's why this awareness is required. So with this awareness, whenever there is a feeling that is emerged, though its intensity is low, I will handle it. But once its intensity is high, then it becomes difficult to handle it because we become part of this, right? We are. So that's why what we are encouraging, be aware all the time. But generally, we practice this awareness when we are in trouble. Generally, we practice all these steps when we have a feeling of opposition. That is a there is a saying by Kabir Das. There is a doha of Kabir Das. है ना, दुख में सुमिरन सब करें. Do you understand हिंदी भैया?
यस यस भैया, दुख में सुख
हाँ,
सब करे, सुख में कोई ना करे, अगर सुख में करे तो दुख काहे के
yes.
काहे.
The meaning of that doha is when we are in trouble, then we try all these steps. Why I am happy? Who is taking decision? If we are doing these steps all the time, then this trouble will not come. तो अगर हम सुख में भी ये प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, then this unhappiness will not come because we will be aware But generally, we practice all these things when we are in trouble.
Yes.
When we are happy, comfortable, we forget about these steps.
But
So
myself
Kabir Das
always
ji is
be,
saying,
yeah, in
ji,
awareness mode, whatever situations, sukha, dukkha. But that's why, that is the reason I am able to come out after a few seconds of 1 or 2 minutes like that. Otherwise,
ji,
I would be going inside of the images.
ji. So after 10 seconds, 20 seconds, why we are able to come? Because intensity of feeling will go
Mm.
down. It will not be
Yes,
constant.
yes, yes.
So once it has gone down, then you can evaluate because its intensity is low. And either we evaluate it when it has emerged, or we can evaluate when its intensity has gone down. But we fail when it is with its highest intensity.
Mm.
So with awareness, this situation will not come, but somehow it has come. So take pause, let it go down. When its intensity will low, then evaluate it. So that's why after a few seconds we are able to come out of this. We can evaluate it. जी भैया,
Thank you.
जी ओके भैया, नमस्ते भैया. So let's take 5 minute observation. Then we will start step 5. जी. So again, sit comfortably. Don't stress your body. Lose your eyes. And withdrawal from your senses. Withdraw yourself from your senses. Let the body leave. Let the eyes leave. Let the brain leave. Just leave the brain, eyes. Don't hold your body. Let the body loose. Don't interact with the body. And sit peacefully and see, observe as it is.